You know, the one thing I can't really stand about living in modern day America is truly hustle culture. Um, I don't understand why people are so obsessed with, draining themselves out, literally selling their soul. But I want no part of that dysfunction. Like I'm tired of dumbasses trying to gaslight me into thinking that I'm not trying hard enough when I know my situation better than anybody. Look, people expect me to have, I don't know, some fucking money laundering front going on. Like they expect me to have like some business going on. I'm like, a side business doing what? Yeah, I mean, like, a business doing what? And plus, like, they act like as if owning a business is a end all be all to being truly successful in life. When it comes down to owning a business, you're not gonna be guaranteed a success. Um, has shows like Kitchen Nightmares have taught you people nothing? You know, I mean, just because I have, let's say tomorrow, right, I want to have some sort of business, right? There is gonna be zero fucking guarantee that I'm gonna be successful if I have a business opening up, because if that business ends up being bad. I'm most likely gonna be in debt for the rest of my life if the business ends up being a fucking failure. That's a guaranteed. But of course, you're gonna have these dumbasses gonna be like, well, you're not gonna try. You're not gonna try. I'm not gonna fucking try it if there's not a solid plan behind it. I swear, like these retards, they think that anybody could just open up a fucking business and just be successful instantly. Look, let me tell you this, right? If everybody got a better job or open up their own businesses tomorrow, right? I fucking guarantee you that the whole U.S. economy will be even more shit than what it already is. Because, like, literally the whole U.S. economy, the way that it fluctuates, the way that it functions, most of it is off the backs of people that work like these highly demanding, low paying jobs. That I think I saw like some statistics somewhere like a while ago that the workforce that work in these low paying jobs make up like 70% of the U.S. workforce. So if all these people were to miraculously get a better job or work somewhere better tomorrow, I guarantee you that the whole fucking economy will just go to shit. But no, I mean, like these dumbasses, right? They expect me to have like 2 3 different businesses to babysit, and oh, you gotta own this business, oh, you gotta own that business, or you gotta own a money laundering front, or you gotta own an underground money laundering front. First of all, in what industry? First of all, with what fucking money? With what money? What industry? Like these dumbasses, right? They pull all this bullshit out of their ass, right? When I can guarantee you, right, 9 times out of 10, these dumbasses don't even have a business themselves. They're just talking out of their ass. Listen, I know my situation better than anybody else, and I'm not gonna sit here and be gaslit by dumbasses that tell me that are gonna tell me that I'm not trying hard enough. Look. I work 3 to 4 days a week. I work 3 to 4 days a week. It's not the best paying job in the world. It's very demanding. It's very mentally draining and taxing on me. But I still manage to show up to work every day to do what I gotta do. To do what I gotta do. You know? And I get paid every 2 weeks. Again, the pay's not good. It sucks. But it's better than making $0 an hour, right? I mean, I'm in a much better position than I was 9 months ago, right? And it took me 9 months just to get this fucking job because the market is an absolute utter joke right now. So I'm not gonna sit here unless some faceless nobody on the internet fucking tell me that I wasn't trying hard enough, that I need to be doing more. No. You don't get to no. You don't get to fucking tell me shit. Fuck you. If and they be wanting to like be extremely busy and burn themselves on purpose just to like act like as if they're important and that they're busy, and I'm like, why? I'm at the point where I'm kind of convincing, where like I basically am convinced myself that they're doing like they're basically just draining themselves draining themselves out, tiring themselves out on purpose, just to make it look like as if like they're ahead of people like me in life, people like me that can give a shit less, that can give a fuck less about whether or not a person's busy or not. You know, I'm convinced that some of these people are trying to like, you know, prove something against, like, you know, former high school classmates, you know, people that they haven't seen in almost over a decade. Listen, man, let me tell you something about my high school classmates. I got nothing to fucking prove to them. Why? Because I'm not insecure. I know where I'm at in life, and I embrace it because there's nothing else for me to do otherwise. I accept that this is where I'm at in life, and this is me embracing it. I got nothing to prove to people that I haven't seen in over the past 8 to 9 years because I'm not an insecure little bitch. That's the reason why. If someone were to come up to me from high school today, telling me how I'm doing, I'm gonna tell them straight up that I'm not doing all right, that I'm not doing well, but I'm not doing great, and I'm not doing bad either. I'm just trying to scrape by, basically. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I'm surviving like everybody else. You know, but I mean, that's like the problem with most of these fucking people, right? Them and their fucking pride. Their pride is in the way. These people are too prideful to admit that they don't have things figured out, that things are not going too well for them. That's the fucking problem. It's a pride thing, you know. You want to act like you're busy. Why? Because you want to have this impression that you're some important hotshot. Get over yourself. Please get over yourself. Look, if you want to open, you know, 2-3 different businesses that are most likely gonna fail within like 8 to 10 months, and if you want to have some side hustle, whatever the fuck it may be, on Etsy or somewhere, right, and you want to burn yourself out, you go on ahead. You burn yourself out. You burn yourself out. You use up what remaining energy you have on whatever it is you choose to do. You do you, I do me. Alright? I fucking do me. Alright? I swear, like these motherfuckers, I swear, man, these fuckers, man, they treat life like as if it's a fucking race. They treat life like as if it's some kind of like invisible competition. Well, you people live life. Well, you people that believe in this hustle bullshit, or just in hustle culture in general. If you think that that's like the right way to live, you live that way. You burn yourself out. And then you wonder why you're drained, tired, and miserable all the fucking time. Do not put that onto me, all right? And other people like me that don't believe in that bullshit. I mean, yeah, nothing screams America like spending every single minute of your fucking life just slaving away at some place, or just slaving away doing something for the sake of profit. Yeah, only in America, only in America where that mentality is considered normal. Only in America where you hear phrases like, "Oh, you don't deserve to get paid a living wage," it's considered. We're hearing that phrase is normal. All because I learned a skill in like 2 weeks. Yeah, if I learned a skill in 2 weeks, that's just that in some people's eyes, that's considered like an easy skill, and that I'm not allowed to get paid a higher you know, decent living wage just because I learned a skill in 2 weeks. Yep, only in fucking America where you hear a phrase, "Oh, you don't deserve to be paid a living wage," it's considered the fucking norm. It's considered something normal to hear every fucking day. Yeah, only in this fucked up country. Yeah, we wonder why this country's going down the shitter. We wonder why morality is at an all-time low. Yeah, we wonder why, right? When you start seeing people as not humans, but you start seeing them as, you know, tools that can produce results, yeah, then that's when you start to question why this country's going down the shitter more and more each passing month, each passing day, week, year, whatever the fuck. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Fuck hustle culture.